States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Terry, if for some reason or anything you guys can't hear us, be sure you tell us to speak up a little bit. We have some meeting minutes to approve, and this is from our May 28th, 2015 regularly scheduled council meeting. If there isn't any additions or corrections, I'm looking for a motion to have those approved.
Make a motion to approve those minutes.
There's a motion on the floor by Mike. Get a second.
I'll second. I'll go ahead, Gina.
Second by Gina. All those in favor, please signify by stating aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Carried unanimously. We have our agenda this evening. Scott, did we have any additions or corrections for the agenda?
We have one addition, it's from the Knights of Columbus, I put it in front of you, it's family permit that needs to be signed off by local government, so, seen this last year and year before, so,
That's their annual raffle, I believe.
yes. And staff was unavailable tonight, so that's all I have for it.
Okay.
I'll make the motion to approve the additions to the agenda.
Motion on the floor by Donnie to approve the addition and the agenda for this evening. Can we get a second?
I'll second that.
Second by Gina. All those in favor, please signify by stating aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Carried unanimously. First item Scott's got on our agenda this evening is to start getting into setting our budget meetings. I think what we'd like to do is start with the finance committee. Be hooking up with the other departments, just kind of to see where we're sitting, what those departments have in store for us, and then right after that, I'd like to have the city council hook up and start going through the budget line item by line item again, and get a grasp for where we're sitting and go from there for a year coming up. I know we have some things on the horizon. We need to figure out whether or not we're gonna do some of those things, and that will definitely be a direct reflection on our budget for the year, so. What do you got for dates, Scott? What are you thinking?
Well, I have everything entered except for other department heads. I like to give the department heads a few more days to finish it, so
Okay.
possibly maybe next Monday, or Monday or Tuesday.
Not Tuesday, Monday first.
Okay, so possibly the 15th, maybe the 17th for the finance committee to meet up and we can review everything that works.
Want us to be there too?
Yeah, it would be nice if the department
Yeah,
heads could be.
yeah, I mean, if you guys wanna come or at least submit something, so we kinda know where we're sitting, Dan, talk with Baert too, but yeah, if you guys are available and you wanna come, that'd be awesome.
So what does, Monday work for?
Mondays, yeah, it's either Monday or Thursday for me.
So we'll have the finance committee meet first, so that'd be Linda and Toby and Gina. Correct, is that,
Yeah.
unless we wanna have the whole council together and do the workshop?
It really doesn't matter. Some years we've done it this way, some years we just brought the whole council together. We wanna try and avoid, an additional meeting. We could just, we'll have everybody together at a workshop or something too.
Okay, then I will say we should do that.
Yeah, we've done it both ways. It doesn't matter.
Okay.
How you guys wanna do it.
Still looking at Monday
Correct, if that
for
works.
workshop?
That works best.
Bob and
What
Dan is on,
What time? Monday.
The time.
5 o'clock,
Yeah, 5 is fine.
5 o'clock on Monday,
Monday the 14th, 5 p.m.
Monday the 15th.
7.
Day out though.
You can vote 5 o'clock. Huh? Any other comments on the meeting? Otherwise, we'll move on to the Initiative Foundation Annual request. I believe that was 1,400 or 1,450?
It's 1450, and this is something that, comes up every year, as far as I understood before I started.
What did we contribute last year?
1450 as well. So they do provide a lot of training and different workshops for us and help if we need it. That's kind of the.
And over the years, we've received some grants from them for different
Yes.
projects too, and
Yep.
with things coming up next year, maybe that, you know, we might be able to tap into some of those resources
And
too.
even, I was thinking too, they have a number of conference rooms there, and if we do any, comprehensive plan is coming up, maybe need a bigger conference room or something, I don't know,
For
or be an
meetings.
option. So there's different, I'm sure we, there's a lot of access there if we need it.
Do you have to rent them, do you just reserve them?
I'm not sure, I'm assuming the donation they make, then they probably just.
No, I think it's a very well worthwhile organization. It's like Mike was saying, we've received assistance in the past from them as well, so it's a good organization and yeah, it's worthwhile, I think.
I would make a motion that we, do our annual contribution to the Initiative Foundation in the amount of $1,450.
Motion on the floor by Mike, can we get a second?
I'll second that.
Second by Donnie, all those in favor, please signify by stating aye.
Aye.
Aye, opposed, carried unanimously. JZP, Community Planning and Development. Scott, you wanna let us know what's going on with that?
So, recently, we've been discussing the possibility of updating our comprehensive plan. So we've been kind of digging into that and getting more information on the process of that. In 2002 was our last comprehensive plan update. So I reached out to a number of people in the, I reached out to NJPA, I reached out to Region 5, and they all want us to first approach an actual, small business that would be available to do that. Made recommendations, because otherwise then it moves up the chain, but first you have to start with, a more, in this specific situation, he's a consultant. So if you look in your packet, there's a number of pages of information, there's an email that he provided me, and then it goes into his actual, proposal. So, like anyone else, I'm sure you're gonna flip to the back page and look at the price, that's kinda what I did first. But just going through it, Jordan Zeller, I talked to him a number of times through this process here in the last few weeks. Seems like a very good guy, easy to work with, he's got a community and economic development background. He, just starting to talk about the planning phase of it, it's looking like, he's, in the proposal, he's got 7 to 10 months, but he said add 2 months onto that, so we're probably looking at a year process. So, in all of this, the first step obviously is to start planning for what it's gonna cost us and things like that, and budget for it when we wanna start planning for this and things like that. So I guess the main purpose of this is to start, figure out a price. It comes out to around a little over $8,000, for the specifics of what we're gonna need done. 8,280, and from there, I guess I just wanna get the price in front of everyone as a council, and we can start planning to see what it's gonna cost us, how many years out we need to plan to get these funds available, and then we can move more into the specifics of the planning process, so. But Region 5 recommended this guy, and he's the only person they recommended, so, I would say he's a reliable source.
I know the last one we did in '02 was done through our engineering firm at the time was WSM, and I wanna say that was the very first plan, the city hadn't had one. I didn't wanna say it took 12, 13 months, and I think it was right around 10 grand, so.
And I did check with the engineering firm, and they recommended that we first start with the smaller companies, and then if nothing else, we're not happy with, the process of what they're proposing, then we can move on to them too, so.
Well, it'd be kinda nice to, is this something we're gonna be able to afford? Obviously, I mean, this should just be this year, or is this something
if, I think that I would like, at least like a good year to budget for it and plan for it, so just because,
Yep.
assuming it's probably gonna mostly come out of my budget line.
We can, I mean, we can create a separate budget line for the comprehensive plan when we go into,
Okay.
you know, go into budget meetings.
We can, I guess, discuss that,
Yeah.
maybe on Monday or
Yeah.
figure out.
Yep.
Probably plan for just say $10,000 the budget, and then we have a little bit of room to.
Yep. Oops.
They're always there.
They're there, the way here's gonna go.
I guess from this point though, I just want to put the information in front of you and you can read through that.
Sure.
Convenience and so you have a contact out, we have the generic price of what's big.
Good, thanks for looking into that, and following up on that, Scott. Next item we have is our water fountain for Billig Park.
So this is, kind of fairly vague at first. Harold Meyer stopped in and just kind of first off wanted to say, if you look in your packets, I have one starred, it's around, probably after taxes, that was that, say $1,200. Standard process, Bob was gonna maybe check into it after we kind of figure out what route we wanna go, just to make sure all the hookups and everything line up and it works for the park. But something in that design is what they were thinking. It would be a donation from, the Lions Club, but they wanted to bring it to the council because it was wanted a city park. I guess I just wanted to first bring that and then we can start looking into the information. Yeah, that was just very briefly given to me from the Lions Club.
Sure. I mean, it's, looks to me like you can, pretty wide variety of price ranges, huh?
Yeah, and like I
Wow.
said, this is a very generic, piece of paper with a lot of different price ranges. There's not a lot of information as far as the specs on the actual photo.
Mhm.
And this is just something that was.
I've seen this type before though.
Okay.
I think we should have Harold work with Bob and between the two of them, you know, make sure it fits, Bob can make sure it fits
Yeah.
our specs or,
Just make
Go
sure
from
everything
there.
hooks up correctly or whatever size needs to be, and I think they're gonna do the rest as far as ordering it and all that stuff.
Yeah, I just looked at the specs a little bit today, it was 155 pounds. That'd be one of the concerns is taking it on and off, you gotta kinda lift it straight up to get it over the bolts, but figure it out, I guess, some kind of a sling or something, but.
Yeah.
what can Freddie bench press?
A lot.
Yeah, I guess, you know, hook up with them and see if this is what they want or if this is what they wanna do, let's figure out a way to.
Yeah, I think it'd be nice, it looks like a nice fountain.
Yeah.
And then, he mentioned they'd put a plaque and stuff on it, at the front side, the road side of.
Okay.
The
Freaking fun.
donation from the.
No. I think, thank you is in order to the, Lions Club for taking on this venture and figuring out, how they're gonna pay for it and things like that. It's gonna be very nice.
As far as the building permits, there was a lady that was supposed to have something in, but she
Never made it, huh?
never made it, so that'll be until the next meeting.
No building permits, not yet, anything else?
Nope, nothing at all. Quiet week.
Go into some department reports, Bob? We'll do it back after department reports, I guess we didn't.
We didn't slate it
Yeah,
till-
yeah.
We started the mosquito spraying last Friday night. It just kind of kicked in all of a sudden. They asked it was time to do it, so we'll just kind of keep an eye on it. I guess it might be once a week until it dries out, or might be every other week, but for sure every other week for now. And then, tomorrow we have the annual Minnesota Power meeting in Duluth with, all municipals, and they lay out next year's rates, and that rate starts July 1st. So we'll have a pretty good idea. We've got indication already, 2 to 2.5% increase from last year. So,
We're talking about going down in pricing. That probably never comes up, does it?
the struggle they have now actually is the mines, and the mines aren't doing very well out there.
And they're shutting down, so that's gonna drive everything up.
That's possibly gonna hurt our rates too. We'll find out more tomorrow, I guess, and we'll have a report for you for the next meeting, so.
Good.
You wanna talk?
I think we'll
Walk it me up.
pick you up about 6:15.
Holy man, you want me to get up there? I'm gonna get my 4 to get beautiful.
Make that 3:30.
I think it's just start after the meeting tonight.
It's usually good information on kind of where they're at
Yeah.
on their
Yeah,
generation.
it is. No, we appreciate you guys going up there too, because, I know it takes time out of our
Yeah.
busy schedule, but it's really nice to get the inside,
Mhm.
you know, scoop on what's going on, so there's no big surprises when all of a sudden we get the rate increases, or,
Right.
that's, very nice.
That's all I have.
Thanks, Bobby. Dan? Good evening, Daniel.
Don't have much, just an update since, the May numbers were good. It's our best year up to date so far, so everything holds well. Quite a bit ahead of last year, and a fair amount above our best year. We started staying in the bridge today. Don't know all, but anyways, I noticed they're doing that. And then I got the bid on the sandblast, right? That's
Okay.
the guy, but I don't have the numbers yet, so I
Okay.
didn't get a hold of that guy to check on sandblasting the park playground,
Equipment, yeah.
equipment. And then I'm gonna get a bid to have him paint it too.
Oh,
Just
okay.
if he could. And then the other thing I did today, we'll see how it works out, but, the school got rid of the tennis mat
Yeah.
floor, and I put it across the basketball court to try and level it out, cause the frost heaves it up and down all the time. So,
Okay.
the ball seems to bounce good on it, it kinda gently levels out, cause each section is a different height. So, we'll
Okay.
see how that works. Just
That
put
should
it in
be
today, so.
How did we fare from last night's rain? Haven't had a chance to get down there.
It's in the bank still. All the campers got out, a couple usual ruts, but it's never ending there, so. But it's in the banks and it seems to be, so hopefully we don't get anything for 2 days. Otherwise,
Hopefully we don't get a lot, yeah.
one more good rain, it's gonna be over the banks. So, other than that, that's all I got.
Thanks a lot, Dan. Keep up the good work down there this year. We can go to treasurer's report. Linda?
The closing checkbook balance on May 31st was $766,285.23. I do have a golf course CD that's up for renewal. It's a $35,000 CD. And I talked to Sharon Bell about a few different options we can do. We can renew it for 1 year at 0.75%. We can renew for 2 years at 1%, 3 years for 1.2%, or 5 years for 2%. If we would need this money at any given time, there would be no penalties if we pulled it out. So my feeling is that we go at least 2 years on the renewal.
I agree.
Just get a little cash for what we got in there.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
Yeah,
And it's not gonna cost
0.75
anything
is-
to get it out.
Yeah, that's a big
You
kicker.
could even set it at 5 and if it.
that was my first initial thought too, is set it at 5 years, and if we pull it out.
Get a 2% return.
Yeah, let's do it. I don't know what you think.
I mean, if we can pull them
Right.
without
Yeah,
anything, we're
without
making
penalty.
2% now, if we need it,
Yeah.
I would think.
That was my initial thought too.
I'd make a motion that we renew this CD for 5 years at 2%.
I'll
Motion
second
on the
that.
floor by Mike and second by Donnie to renew the CD at Farmers and Merchants for 5 years. All those in favor, please signify by stating aye.
Aye.
Aye, opposed, carried unanimously. Linda, do you have anything else for us?
No.
Okay, thanks, Linda. Let's go into claims and then, we'll come back and take care of the gambling permit. You guys have a chance to take a look at the bills. If there isn't any questions, I guess we need to make a motion to have those paid for the month. Questions or concerns?
Make a motion that we pay the monthly bills at $106,767.07.
Motion on the floor by Mike. Pay claims. Second by Gina. All those in favor, please signify by stating aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Carried unanimously. We have our, actually, it is the Knights of Columbus for their annual raffle. It is exempt for permit. And that is, I didn't see the date on there. I do, January 30th, 2016. And that is for their annual raffle. Submitted by Galen Stumpf. Get a motion to have that approved.
I'll make that motion.
There's a motion on the floor by Donnie,
Second.
second by Mike. All those in favor, please signify by stating aye.
Aye.
Aye, opposed, carried unanimously. Anybody else have anything?
Just one quick thing, Toby. There is a OSHA compliance training coming up in August.
Okay.
It's with Fred Priors, which I've been doing other trainings with. We had a discussion, I don't know, I think it was you and Mike and I, at one point, or maybe Donnie, just kind of going over some of the rules and regulations that constantly change. So I dug into that and I did find something, so, that's in August. It's actually at no cost, because we have an annual training deal with them, so I think that, I think it's on the 26th of August.
Where is it?
Brainerd, Craig is in Brainerd.
Okay. I tell you guys, I would highly suggest we get to whatever type of OSHA training is out there that we feel that we need. Very important on the job safety, it's extremely important for us and our employees, so if, guys, there's something on there, new mandatory training or information that's out, yeah, definitely somebody needs to get there, or all you guys need to go, however you guys want to structure it.
That's all I had.
Well, if that's it, I guess we'll be looking for a motion to adjourn. Motion on the floor by Gina,
I'll second it.
second by Mike. All those in favor, please signify by stating aye.
Aye.
Aye, opposed, carried unanimously. Thank you, everybody.
Now I need to sign that. Claims.